welcome to Lawyer of the Week. Lawyer of the Week is creating a global community of lawyers, solicitors, and their support to inform and to encourage each other. My name is Pamela Deneuve, and please join us for our interview this week. Welcome to Lawyer of the Week. I am so pleased today to introduce you to Akoma Maronu. She graduated from Columbia University School of Law with her JD and an LLM in International Criminal Law from the University of Amsterdam. Upon graduation, she became an associate at Milbank Tweed, Hadley and McCloy in New York. And in 2016, she lateraled to Baker Botts LLP and recently made a move to in-house. She now serves as the legal director for an international helicopter company based in Texas. In her spare time, she creates free podcasts, provides one-on-one coaching to law school students and young big law associates, and leads lifestyle crafting workshop for lawyers who want more happiness in their life, but don't believe that they have the time, energy, or ability to go out and find it. Oh, very, very ambitious, Akoma. Thank you so much for being here.
Well, thank you, Pamela, for having me. I'm excited to be on.
I'd like to ask you, first of all, what made you decide to become a lawyer?
So I think I first got the idea when I took a class in college, and I really enjoyed the class. I didn't know any lawyers growing up, so it was nothing that I had considered as a child. But to be honest with you, I would say that the decision to be a lawyer is a daily decision. It's an ongoing process. With every milestone, I'm deciding and really reflecting on whether I'm becoming the professional that I want to be. Mm-hmm. And at every stage, really looking back and deciding, do I want to be this person in my career? So I decided once and I decide over and over again.
So it's a daily decision for you. That's great. I love that. I think everybody has to do that. Now tell us about your biggest wins and your biggest challenges.
So I would say that my biggest win is that I've always had the opportunity to work with people that I truly respect and do work that I find intellectually challenging. And I've been able to do all of this while growing an amazing family, which I don't know that matters to everybody, but that was a priority for me. So that's been really important. And I think that as a result, my biggest challenge has been finding that community of mentors and peers who don't believe or hold a belief that it's necessary to sacrifice your personal life in order to get career success. And so finding people that I can look up to who don't feel like they've had to sacrifice and who could show me the way that they've made the necessary decisions to get real balance in their career and life.
Mm-hmm. So have you been able to find role models?
I have. I think that slowly but surely the doors have opened and you find people in unexpected places who have been able to prioritize their family and do what they want both on the personal and professional side. Yes. But success often looks different for those people than what you'd expect.
Interesting. Now that just brings me to our next question is, what unexpected doors has your practice opened for you?
So while I was in big law, I found that I really, really enjoyed working with lawyers. Not like beside lawyers, but actually working with lawyers and mentoring and training young lawyers to help them figure out this balance question. So this work of supporting lawyers has really become a passion of mine, so much so that I launched the podcast. And I honestly believe that kind of the skills I learned and the relationships I built as a young lawyer set me up to be able to do the podcast and have the quality guests that I've been able to have.
Well, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. And it's really good to hear that you're taking that experience and helping those, because there are some who are also like you looking for mentors or support. Now, what legacy do you want to leave in your law practice?
I'm quickly learning that my legacy will in part be created by living my example, by setting an example as a woman of color, practicing law with a family in alignment with my values and in integrity with my principles. And by doing that and showing up every day and saying it can be done and it can be done differently, that is a legacy that I did not intend to create, but I see the ripple effects of, and it's so, so meaningful to me. And I think that through the podcast, I'm also hoping to create a legacy of service to the profession. I devote quite a bit of time to supporting lawyers, and I think like a lot of service providers, lawyers, we take on the stress and anxieties of our clients' problems, and we don't always get the support and guidance we need to thrive in that environment. So I'm hoping to be able to continue to support young lawyers in their own practice and in their own journey so they can continue to do this work.
Oh, that's really great. What is the name of your podcast, by the way, in case someone wants to listen to it?
It's called the Happy Lawyer Project. And it was a personal project that I started when I was on my own search for happiness. And now it's become an inspirational podcast for young lawyers, I suppose young at heart lawyers as well, who are on whatever stage they may be of finding happiness in their profession.
Oh, wonderful. Would you say that a lot of your audience are millennials?
Yes, I would say that a lot of them are, but not all of them. I've certainly gotten feedback from lots of listeners who aren't millennials who found value in just hearing the stories of other people who struggled but managed to stick it out and really find their own groove in the profession.
Great. Well, I have one last question for you. What is the one thing you like to do to manage your stress levels?
To be honest, I just ask for help. And for me, I think it all starts with the belief that unmanageable amounts of stress is not the cost of doing business. When my stress levels get too high, for me, that's a signal that things are out of alignment in my life and business and career. So I've really put systems in place in my life that empower me to set boundaries and allow me to focus my energy productively and not get to that point where I feel like the stress is unmanageable.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, Akoma, thank you so much for being our Lawyer of the Week. And for anyone, we hope that you will check out her podcast, which is called The Happy Lawyer Project.
Exactly. Yes, I'd love to have you guys. And if you like the show, please feel free to reach out. I love to hear from listeners.
Great. Well, welcome again. And thank you so much for being our Lawyer of the Week.
Thank you, Pamela.
Thank you for joining Lawyer of the Week. We hope to see you again next week.